Should you register your business as a limited liability company or just as a business name? In few minutes, I will break down the legal implication of a limited liability company and how you can set up one.
This is Legally Speaking with
First and foremost, a limited liability company, when registered, is a separate legal entity in the eyes of the law, separate from its owners or founders. A duly registered company is a person in the eyes of the law with the ability to do what a human can do, and it will be legal. A company can either be registered as limited by shares, limited by guarantee, or an incorporated trustee. All of these are duly registered entities in the eyes of the law with separate legal personality from that of its founders. A company limited by shares is a business structure where the liability of the owners is limited to the value of their shares. Consequently, the assets and the liabilities of the company are separate from that of its owners. Here are some of the pegs of this kind of business structure, that is a limited liability company business structure. Number one, it gives credibility. Number two, it gives protection. And number three, it gives continuity. Their registration under this kind of business structure gives them credibility, such that it gives them a separate legal personality in the eyes of the law, separate from that of its owners. Now, take for example, you want to award a contract to persons who are suppliers of office equipment, and two guys, Mr. A and Mr. B, comes with business proposals, one with a business name registered and another with a duly registered company. Take for example, Emeka has a duly registered company for home appliances or office appliances. Who would you rather award the contract to? Certainly it will be to Mr. Emeka, who has a duly registered company, because he has a separate legal entity, separate from himself. The business is separate from Mr. Emeka. It is a separate being that you can interact with, you can transact with your full chest without any fear or mismanagement. That's what credibility in the business space means. Another peg to this kind of business structure is that the liability of shareholders is limited to the value of their shares. It then means that should push come to shove, their personal assets will not be attached to settle companies' debts because of the separate corporate personality that they enjoy. Another major peg enjoyed by this kind of business structure, that is a limited liability business structure, is continuity, such that the business continues to exist even when ownership is transferred to a third party. A good example will be Instagram. It was sold to Facebook Meta in 2012, such that although transferred to a third party, Instagram continues to exist regardless. Now, here is a simple guideline on how you can set up a limited liability company. First off, name reservation. So you go on the CAC website and you reserve your proposed name. And good 18, reservation of name is done on the same day, so you don't need to wait for too long before CAC gets back to you. You can have your name reserved in that first day. Number two, you prepare your documents like your memorandum and articles of association, particulars of directors, particulars of shareholders, and particulars of your secretary. Number three, you upload requisite documents on the CAC website, and you pay your stamp duties and your filing fees, and then wait for approval. Upon approval, you get a freshly baked limited liability company registered with the CAC with separate legal personality from yourself and that of your co-founders. So this is how you can start a business of this structure. So whether you are an entrepreneur or a growing business, my advice for you would be to register a limited liability company, because you will enjoy credibility, protection, and continuity as you set out your business goals especially in this 2026 with this new tax regime. Till I come your way again, I am Inimotimi O. Azi of Legally Speaking with Barrister Timi, keeping you legally conscious and aware.